Why coaches are quitting their jobs for this $1.3 million secret. This is a great business opportunity that I came across that I want to share with you. My name is Keith. I'm a franchise consultant. I've also built a franchise brand and sold it. This is not my franchise concept, but I've gone through so many over the years and tried to find ones that are actually good business opportunities, because honestly, so many are not, but a few are really good ones, and this is one of them. Let me tell you about it. This is for somebody who is extroverted. They're a sales professional. They're a natural relationship builder. They can command a room. They like to grow their business through KPI management. What does KPI mean? Key performance indicators. It's just running your business by a scoreboard. You know what points count and what points don't count, and that's how you operate your team or yourself, because this can literally be a business of one person. That's what makes it cool. And then you get to make a lasting impact on the children in your community. All right? It sounds almost too good to be true, but everything that I've reviewed, the financial documents, everything else, is all backed by legalities that ensure, by rule of law and regulation, that it is true. All right. But I think it's one of the best kept secrets in the franchise world. And again, after reviewing hundreds of different concepts, not all of them are made like this. All right. Now, 50% of independent businesses fail within the first 5 years. And that's why a select group of people are selecting this one, because there's a 98% success rate. They've only closed one territory, and that's it. Everything else is operating and still going guns blazing, and we'll get into those numbers in a little bit. All right, and this isn't your typical food service grind headache where you're going to be smelling and stinking like the food. Forgive me if you like that type of work, but it's just not my thing. Maybe it's not your thing. And it's for people that want to dominate their local market. Now, what are some benefits of this? Well, it's based out of essentially your car and your home office. So there's a lot to be said for that. Therefore, you have speed to open, and we'll explain about that a little bit later. So therefore, you get to quickly replace your W-2 income. So you go from maybe the job you have right now to quickly making money. Scalability. So you have owner operator or executive model, which means you get to be a, boss of yourself and do it yourself, be your own boss, but then also you get to be the boss of other people and truly scale your team up. All right. And then you have simple operations. It's a model that is repeatable, and so therefore scalable. All right. And then you have repeatable business. So recurring contracts and referrals for long-term growth. So why are the savvy moving on this fast? Well, the $1 million ceiling. All right. Because you do have that sexy $1 million average of the top line of the top. It's the top third of performers are doing 1.3 million a year in gross sales. But the middle earners, and this is what's good to see, is if you're middle, just average, you're doing about 750,000 top line. That's very, very good. And it only takes as little as $79,000 to get started. So very, very good. We're not going to go through too much of the math right now, but that allows you to have a rapid ROI. So in little as 9 months, you are making actual profit in your pocket, as opposed to most small businesses take about 2 to 3 years to turn a profit if they don't fail, which 20% of them do in their first 1 year. And of course, 50% of them fail in their first 5 years. It's also recession proofed because you aren't selling a luxury item. You're providing something really vital, and it's high demand service for a massive demographic that requires help year round. And then last is ultimate flexibility. So you have no expensive leases, commercial leases over your head. If you've had one, it is tough. It's tough to get out of. There's a lot of issues with it, and it's trade-offs, but it's not a trade-off that everyone wants to deal with, and it is a lot of liability over your head and risk. Then you have no site selection nightmares. That's something that through the franchise concept I built took so long for people to get going, is to find and select the right locations that are actually going to work for a scalable business. And then you have no massive staff to manage. You can run the entire show yourself if you want, or you can bring on a small select team to scale up if you like, to get yourself past that $1 million top line and really get to create more of an impact in your community. If this is a concept you want to know more about, there should be a form down there somewhere below. Fill that out, and I'll be happy to send you some more information and make an initial introduction, and we'll see if it's a good fit and see if it's how you want to grow your empire.